world of comedy.
Let's get him on right away. I love this guy. He is one of England's top comedy magicians. Please welcome the madcap magic of Nick Lewin.
Of the art of magic in the room tonight. How many of you think of a magician as the kind of guy walks out on stage, shows his hands empty, reaches inside his pocket, pulls out a handkerchief, and produces a beautiful white dove? Thank you, thank you. Because I don't do anything like that at all. I just gonna stand here banging my bird on stage, which means something quite different in England. So, thank you, Monty Python fans. So, it's a train bird. Fly, bounce, stay. Under my total control. So I do have a slight accent. Did anybody notice that? Yes. I was born in Alabama. Now, originally I was born in England, and I'm proud. Anybody here from England? Yes. Oh, good, because I need a ride home at the end of the show. Originally, I am from England originally, and actually I left England when I realized I was never going to become king. Well, there's a lot of nepotism in the royal family. It's not a pretty thing. So I moved out. Actually, there's a lot of English things out here when it comes down to, I mean, what have we sent you from out here? We sent you Reeboks. Why any American would want to spend $65 on a pair of English running shoes, I have no idea. I mean, we haven't won an athletic event since 1913. Yeah, that was when Winston Churchill sat on a cigar. It was quite bizarre. But now they've got Reeboks the Pump. Have you seen that, where you pump them up? I mean, England hasn't got a car with airbags yet. Now we've got sneakers with airbags. Work it out. So, and if you're not enjoying the comedy, close your eyes and pretend you're listening to Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I hate it. I get that all the time. People walk up to me on the street and say, you sound just like Robin Leach, you know, like I should be happy. Very weird, but sometimes I say, I moved out to America. I was actually stationed out here during the war in the Falklands, and an old joke, but almost true. That was a very strange war in the Falklands. We'd sunk half the Argentinian Navy before we realized the damn ships were insured by Lloyd's of London. Worked it out. But I was Mrs. Thatcher in those days, tough lady. But I moved out to California. Actually, I fell in love with the climate out in Southern California. I think they got 4 seasons out there: spring, summer, fire, and drought. Plus that occasional earthquake to keep your house sliding down the hill into a more expensive neighborhood. You know, the Trump quake. Yeah, I used to think England was relaxed. If England's relaxed, LA is comatose. I mean, out there, people's homes move, and they're like, totally mellow, dude. Hold on, in England, if your home moves up and over 6 feet, you notice. Out there, providing you got 2 months' supply of Haagen-Dazs in the freezer and it didn't affect the cable, who gives a damn? I think it makes people religious, is what it does. I had a lady knock on my door, say, would you be a Jehovah's Witness? I told her I didn't see the damn accident. But call me a Jehovah's bystander. So, oh, I know. So, but my wife is Californian. And in fact, yesterday was our 10th wedding anniversary, which is New California. Oh, please. Don't applaud. It was a miserable day. Well, I took her out for dinner. I said, what would you like for an anniversary present, darling? She said, I'd like a divorce. You know, I had to tell her I wasn't planning to spend quite that much. I was going to give her back her credit cards. 3 weeks ago, she had her credit card stolen. I haven't bothered reporting it yet because the thief's spending less than she was. Sad but true. So, but as I say, I left England was changing quite a bit out there. I mean, and now it's very American. They got McDonald's everywhere. It's a little more European. They serve escargot. Of course, they call it McSlug. But it's happy, so better than the fish and chips, come to think of it. Well, I should mention one thing. I am still on English time, which is exactly 5 hours ahead of New York time. So sometimes I say things that make absolutely no sense now. But in another 5 hours, you're going to laugh your ass off. You're walking home, your ass will drop on the side. Oh, this is A&E. I should say arse. That's how we say it in England. It's very confusing, these little different... I mean, actually, we invented the language. You just screwed it up. So it's... it's not true. Actually, the English and the Americans have always got on well. The only time we ever squabbled was over the War of Independence. By the way, how are you enjoying life without taxation? Okay, now, I'm gonna... You're applauding it. So I got out of there through. That's when I moved out here. But I'm not actually a comedian. I had a very happy childhood. I am a magician, and tonight I want to magish for you. I want to show you something. I think you're going to enjoy this. That's what we call it. I just got back from a big 6-week engagement at the Flamingo Hotel in Queens. And got to perform this particular feat of magic. I want you to watch this very, very closely, if you would. It involves just one thing, rather simple. It involves today's copy of the Usher Today. Fine piece of journalism, right here. This is to journalism what Twinkies are to nutrition, right? Fast news. I got this by standing in front of the machine. I waited for a guy to put 2 quarters in, then I moved quicker than he did. Wasn't happy. But check it out. Cram full of interesting information right the way down to here. I want to show you a really cool piece of magic. Check the... Oh. Did you see about the couple in Atlanta who fell asleep on the waterbed and the house caught fire? They were poached to death? 5 hours. Now, watch closely. Yes, these hands are trained as lethal weapons. You should see the way I drive. It was worse when I arrived. I had no idea you drove on the other side of the street. 3 weeks I was driving around LA on the wrong side of the street and nobody noticed. You know what gave me away? The hand signals, because apparently in England we use totally different fingers. But watch closely. One more rip. I'm going to tear it in half down to there. Watch again. One more rip down to here. I want you to watch these hands very closely because I really have studied the martial arts. I have a black belt in origami. And can I give it another rip? Can he do it again? Yes! The strength of Hulk Hogan and the body of Fred Flintstone. What a combination. One more rip down to here. I'm going to give him another tear down to here. That one rips to... By the way, I hope my deodorant is working here. I'm using this new Arm & Hammer baking soda deodorant, and I think it only works if you're sitting in a refrigerator. What kind of these hot lights end up with an armpit full of biscuits? It's very bizarre. Might at least have been muffins. One more rip. One more tear down to there. Check... Man hit by train is critical. I'd be downright abusive. Watch it close. Kind of looking like you expect me to do something with this. I'll give it a shot. Watch very closely if you would. Gaze. I will now say the magic mystic words. Actually, we don't do that. We just very slowly, slow motion so you can really see it. Watch, because you're going to swear. You see that newspaper get bigger. In fact, if you watch again, you really may actually believe that you see that newspaper start to reform. In fact, you may even think you see that newspaper actually kind of restore back to one piece, but you know what? I don't think that could ever happen. You guys have been a great crowd. Thank you very much indeed. Yes. Good night.